Alright guys, welcome back. So we got some stuff to cover in tomorrow's update. Nothing too crazy, but honestly filled with quite a lot of rewards. The first one being a coupon code where if you enter welcome 2025, you're going to get 2,500 gems. It's nice, we don't mind it. As always, if you are on Android, you can go towards your game settings, go towards your account, and just literally click on redeem code, and we'll put in the code welcome 2025. And if you're on iOS, in the description, you'll be able to click the link, and it'll take you to the website where you can do the same thing. And then also in the mail, you're getting 500 energy, which I recommend saving until tomorrow, by the way, and also 5 of the darkness tickets. Now, the reason why they gave out 5 of these and not the other one, like the Berserk Melee one, and that's because there are more dead filler in the actual pool, right? The only characters you want to get are Berserk Melee or ZELDRIS, and even then you wouldn't mind getting Lilia, but like getting anyone, I mean, you don't mind getting like Derriere, like Esterosa. You're more likely getting the bad filler, and it's not selector. They could have actually gave out one selector, it would have been infinitely better. But yeah, this was given out thanks towards the actual, not dev notes, but community notes from the community manager, which we'll get into in a second. So before we start the update, we did get a maintenance notice, you know, a few days ago, which I still don't know what this is. 70 Sins Idol x 70 Sins Cross Event. From the actual patch notes we've gotten, there's nothing indicating towards what that actually is. And I even saw a few comments saying, yeah, I'm confused what it is. Like, you scroll through the patch notes, there's nothing that says 70 Sins x 70 Sins Idol Cross Event, which if you go towards the community notes we'll get to in a second, the way they word it is like, yeah, they're collaborating with the services IP. It's weird, but we'll talk about that when we get there. So, yeah, let's go for the patch notes. First thing is coming is a Slater banner. Honestly, really bad character. On paper, he sounds alright. Like, if you go to this kit, like, I actually kind of thought he'd be good, because at least in the early days of 70's Idol Adventure, acid and, like, damage over time abilities for, like, the uniques were, like, the best abilities in the game. And he had that as a legendary character. He sounded crazy, but his stats are so low that it just doesn't really work like that. So, yeah, not really going to be worth summoning. And, yeah, then we're getting a lucky card match event, where you're going to get this, basically, throughout the whole event, you have to match with all cards, which is quite nice, but then also they make it like the requirement, because it is all cards, so ridiculously high, as you can see. But you get like what, 11 buttons, which is like there, and then you get 2 buttons for a free button, but I don't know what it gives. So hopefully, yeah, they give something crazy. But yeah, just a bunch of free rewards by spending energy, which I'm quite frustrated about, because I literally just I just got towards like 150G and I just got 2k energy. I just wasted. I didn't waste it, but yeah, would have been nice. And if you look at the rewards, if you can, assumingly finish most of it, you're going to be getting no selectors, which is quite unfortunate, right? You're just getting legendary 2 festival ones, which can have Esterosa, Escanor, Derriere in it, but you can't select them. It's all RNG. Same goes for the Grand Hero Summer ticket, where you can get, once again, this probably don't mind, because this is literally this ticket. And like, generally speaking, get anyone in here other than maybe this actual OG Meliodas is actually pretty good, so I don't really mind that. Getting 2 of those, if you can assume you get that far, would be quite nice. Maybe that gets you an actual Berserk Meliodas too. And then at the bottom, once again, you're getting Darkness Hero Summer tickets, 2 of them. Once again, you know, we've seen the list, right? It's quite filled. You might not get anything you want. But hey, if you do manage to complete all the event, which I don't imagine most people or free to play will be able to do unless you've been stocking up on some actual energy saved up, then you get a Awaken box token. However, what they've done to incite you to spend more energy is if you do the 100 times draw during this event, you are going to get more rewards. So as you can see, when you get 1 star, you only get it 1 point. But if you get 2 stars, you're going to get 6 points instead of 5. You get 5, so if you do 100, you get 500. And obviously, if you get the 3-star card match event, you would normally get, what, 500 times 25. Now it's 500 times 30. So in theory, you're getting more value. So they kind of don't want people to do the 1-time straw. And if anything, encourage people to spend money on energy. Because if you have over the 100 draw, you can... Because if you have over, like, what, 1,000 energy, you can then do the 100 draw. Alright, so next thing is they're going to be giving out some free rewards if you've done any progression towards your Sacred Treasure frame enhancements, which aren't too crazy. Like, I think, generally speaking, like, I'm not going to get too much. It's not going to make me go so far, right? But I've actually just started investing into my Sacred Treasure enhancements again. As you can see, I've just now maxed out one of them. I'm trying to max out this one too. But essentially, yeah, now if you level up, like, let's say, what, 70 times, you're going to get some 300 million gold. And if you've completed the wood, bronze, silver, which is what I've done, I'm going to get, what, like, what's that, 37G, which will actually help out quite a lot. And we'll go through why it's important later on. And some of you have done it probably, but if you completed the gold one, then, well, you're going to get 200G. And this is only for like a limited time event, until, the 15th. So if you do it after 15th, you're not going to get it. So you really want to push right now to try and complete your signature, your frame enhancements, which is what I'm doing. But I don't think I can do this in 2 weeks. Hopefully I can, but we'll see. And the reason why that's important and why you shouldn't do it until tomorrow is because they've now increased the success rate of your signature frame enhancements after level 21. So right now, for me, I'm curious how much it's going to increase by. Probably not a lot. Like, it's probably not going to be game changing. But for right now, for example, it is 28% success rate, but then 25% failure rate, or major failure rate. So there's been times where I get towards like 56 and I drop down to like 47, and each time I do it, it costs 1G. It's crazy how like RNG is. So I hope that goes up to like 35. You know, pushing 40, no, not 40, that'd be too much. But like 30, 35 would be quite nice for me where I'm at right now. And then they do say the measure failure rate after level 61 has decreased. And if it, like, guys, I don't know how it's going to have people do this. I mean, look, 61, you go from 30% failure rate with 20% success. And then when you get towards like 80, you have 4% success rate with a 40% failure rate. How is that possible? But hey, hopefully that improves. We'll see tomorrow. And it also, they're now adding what I think a lot of people wanted, which I think was in the beta, by the way, is a skip button has now been added towards the gold hero XP dungeon, the lab sample, and also tower trials. Tower trials is the most annoying one because there's sometimes where like, you know, you just haven't done it. But yeah, I do believe this was in the beta, but then they removed it. It's weird. Like, they went through so many phases. Even in the beta, there used to be an auto skip feature on PvP where you could click a button and just like spend 5 energy in like a second and like automatically beat people. It was crazy. And then new packs, that's kind of it, basically. But yeah, let's move on towards the community node. So we're not going to read it word for word because I don't think I need to read through all of it, but we'll read through the important parts. Okay, so the first thing is something that, like, is nice for them to say, but, like, I don't think it's relevant towards what, like, actually important. So, for example, they say that many of us, or many of you, have been experiencing discomfort and sadness to the person who's writing this message, which I don't think is, I think it's relevant towards the services, like the shop not working, I think sometimes, or the late responses, lack of communication, and they are fully committed towards stabilizing and optimizing the game and improving communication to address your concerns more effectively. Like, them saying this isn't really towards, which I think is one of the main problems, and I always get this every single time a new banner comes out towards like the new special rater banners, is the increased cost in special rater banners towards 150k, towards 250k, with no increased drop rate or any, and also less character drops. It's not great. Like, I think it's probably the biggest concern about this game so far, which, I mean, yeah, they're not addressing, basically. So yeah, this one was kind of funny, and it kind of goes back to what I said at the start of the video, where they said 70 Sins Idol x 70 Sins cross event. It's 70 Sins in brackets cross event. But yeah, they say here, in 2025, the 70 Sins Idol adventure will bring expansions towards the 70 Sins IP and introduce some of the more popular heroes, which I think, if anything, that's going towards, you know, Salt Melly, the one Escanor, which are like, did you need to say that? Like we know you're gonna go through story mode progressions. We're finished all the commandments now. We're probably heading towards Season 3 content. We're gonna start to see, you know, the Archangels, which I think Lucio has been leaked already. And also, yeah, you know, the one Escanor. I would love to see Fat King too. But it's weird for them to say that. I wonder if that is relevant towards what was shown in, like I did say, the maintenance notes, where they did say they're doing a cross event with 7 Days Sins. Maybe that was for something coming in 1 week's time. I have no idea. And since they talk about it in this update, it most likely means it's probably likely coming out this month or very, very soon. But they do say that they are planning to introduce new Knighthood content, which should be the Knighthood territory, which has already been teased in game. And I think, has it been shown, or like it's been mentioned in the previous dev notes, which emphasize teamwork and cooperation. In addition, we plan to improve and help new players settle into the game more easily. Which I mean, I'll probably have to make a new account to see how like the new game experience is, but like you get more legendaries now, so I think if anything it's you can settle in more easier now. If anything, it's just like it's an idle game. You're always just time limited towards things. I don't know if idle can improve that. It's just the nature of idle games. And then yeah, they just said at the end, we want to make the game more enjoyable, blah blah blah. Fair enough. And of course the 3 awards that we got at the start of the video. So yeah, they always drop dev nodes on Wednesdays, so I'm hoping, because it is the first Wednesday of the new year, and because they talked about adding new ways to improve stuff, and the new Night boss content coming soon probably. I'm hoping we get one this week because it's been like, what, 2 months? And I feel like we need one for New Year's. So yeah, that's it for the update. Let's actually claim our awards because I want to see how lucky we get with these tickets. Alright, so here we go. We'll do it one by one because these are obviously rare. So, if anything, I want Derrieres, Esterosas, Berserk Melees, Lilias, and also ZELDRIS. So any of those 5 will be quite nice, but we're probably more likely to get a Grey Road. Oh, let's go. Already worth. Huge. Esterosa, bless. That's 2 already. Oh, yo. I will 3 for 3. We got the whole brothers. That's sick. Okay, ruined it. Okay, you know what? Hey, that was gas. We got all the 3 brothers. That's cool. So yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up the video. Definitely curious if we're going to get a Death Note in, like, 2 days' time. And I'm curious to see what the new character's going to be in 1 week's time, too. Because if they're talking about bringing more popular characters from the 17's IP, we might not be getting too many OC characters. We'll have to wait and see. Because I expected we're going to get an OC because I imagine with every holiday, like how Christmas was for Lilia, we're going to get seasonal characters off the OC characters, and New Year's right now would be a good way of like doing like a New Year's Valenti. And then for spring we get like Eastern, and then what's the next one? I know summer we get like, I would prefer summer Eastern actually. We get like Summer Mono. Halloween we get like, Shin or Camilla because I'll probably suit her more. And then yeah, over the course of the year we just get OCs during the seasonal events. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to this year. There were some surprises this year. It was like getting Devery when we got her. Berserk Melee, I was not expecting him at all. But yeah, with the fact that they're not restricted towards just copying characters from Grand Cross, even though obviously we should be getting a lot of them anyway. But, throwing curveballs like Berserk Melee, maybe we get the Endurers, maybe we get Demon Gopher, characters that I've not seen play in 17's Grand Cross. Getting them first in Idle Venture is always spicy, and I do love to see it. And yeah, I want to see the popular characters, because I will bring back the hype a little bit. And yeah, I'm really looking forward, like, seeing the one that's going on game will be so weird. So guys, thank you for watching the video, and yeah, peace.